Hello, everyone, and welcome to a game called Parasite in Love. Parasite in Love is where you gain an infection called love. Let's go ahead and get a new one. News reporter: a rare infection from a brain-eating. Wait, Amobia? Amoba is being blamed for the death of a North Carolina man. He was swimming in the water park earlier this month. The Amobia is usually found in the shallow freshwater. It can cause severe headaches, fever, nausea, and vomiting, which can progress into having a stiff neck, seizures, and a coma. It's only infectious when water is forced up the nose during activities such as diving and water skiing. According to the Centers of Disease Control for the CDC, the amoeba is rare, it overwhelmingly deadly. So, if water gets forced up your nose while you're swimming, it doesn't count. It's just when you're diving and when you're water skiing. So if I go like kneeboarding or tubing, then I'll be safe from the amoeba. In the last 57 years, there have only been 145 known infections, but of those, only 4 survived. The CDC says the illness is not particularly difficult to treat because it is notoriously hard to detect the progresses so quickly. The next time you go swimming, wear a nose plug and avoid activities that involve being fully submerged in freshwater areas. This is a Gabe Stewart in NBS News. Day 1. You feel a rush of happiness as you continue to hike because you hear nothing but nature around you. The birds are chirping. The wind is rustling through the tree branches. The water is trickling nearby. It is so peaceful compared to your busy office that is currently far, far away from you. The hundreds of emails you get as a project manager can wait until you return home from your vacation. You finally arrive at the lake. The photos you looked through online couldn't convey the beauty of this place. You're so glad to stop here before entering the cabin you rented for your little vacation. Time to swim as a reward and not care about the amoeba. The hours you spent hiking make your dip in the water all the more refreshing. Waves of relief wash over you as you swim around, and after a while you let yourself float to enjoy the moment. You close your eyes and your breathing slows. The sun heats up your face while the water cools your back. You hear a scream, and the wave pushes you to the side. You stabilize yourself, coughing and spluttering for air, trying to clear water from your mouth and nose. Oh no, not the nose! A boy laughs as he bobs up right next to you. You could have killed me, boy. What are you doing, putting water in my nose? He smiles brightly without a care in the world. Marlowe: be careful. You could have hurt us both by getting the amoeba stuck in our nose. But nothing happened. His mother calls for him, and he swims away. As he steps out of the water, his mother already has a towel in hand and dries his hair. You are a little envious. Clumsy with your words. Outside of work, you have a hard time connecting more with people you love. Your friends and family do like to spend time with you, but you sometimes feel lacking when you try to show them the same affection. Maybe you would have an easier time if you had a family of your own. Your friend did tell you that her instincts as a new mother helped immensely when taking care of her baby. You hope that in your case, the instinct would take over in talking to your child. How great would it be to have such a deep connection? You sigh and rise from the lake. You arrive in the cabin you have booked for the next 2 weeks. The space is too big for just one person, but it also feels luxurious to have so much space to yourself. You're basically checkering this place out as a vacation, home for the future family that you always dreamed of. Even if you don't have a partner, the thought of taking a trip together fills you with joy. By the fireplace, you look at the couches where you could snuggle with your future family. You smile, imagining your child intimidating a bear as they wear the fur that drapes over one of the cushions. You stretch your arms as you yawn, time to unpack and get settled. You put your hand into your bag and take out your vacuum-sealed clothes. You pack them this way to make space for other things, your wallet, smartphone, food, toiletries, and some books to pass the time. After putting all your stuff away, you go and take a shower. Half an hour later, you leave the bathroom refreshed and donning a white robe provided by the rental, walking to the couches with a grin and a glass of white wine. Now it feels like a true vacation. You take your phone out and check it out of habit from your job. I'm gonna look at the photos. Your mother sent you some digital copies of old family photos when you were little. Your family used to visit the big greenhouse in the city center quite often. There were also some photos of you with your coworkers. When did you take these selfies with them? You must have gone drunk at the last office party. Any milestone has to be celebrated. It's the motto of your boss, so parties happen pretty often. You don't know how your boss is able to make the company pay for it so much, but you don't dare ask him. You scroll further back and finally you find some photos with your friends. The last time you guys met was to say goodbye to a friend in the group who was leaving the country. You should call them sometime soon. Alright, let's go to the messages. You have messages from your dad, mom, co-workers, and friends. Let's see what the dad has to say. Your dad always sends short messages like cloud with a photo of the sky attached. You must have inherited his blunt way with words. Let's look at everything. What does the mom have to say? Marlo, when are you coming home? You can't just leave for months, my dear. I bet you need some fresh vegetables from our garden, too. She likes to nag and remind you to do things, even though it's been years since you moved out. It can be annoying, but you know she's doing it with love. Let's see what the coworkers have to say. Have you seen my last email? No. You immediately regret looking at this. Friends. So when are we going to our trip? We've been trying to organize this for years. Let's at least make plans by the end of this year. You sigh. It's been so much harder to meet up with your friend group since you became adults. You yawn and decide to go to bed. Wow. I don't know why. Every game involving the separation of like childhood and adulthood, it gives every adult like some loner vibe. Like being an adult is like a lonely thing. A lonely, depressing, miserable thing. You yawn and decide to go to bed. Day 2. The sun warms your cheek and the birds chirp as we wake up. What a peaceful morning. It's been a while since you slept this well. You check your phone and notice that you got a message from your dad. Pretty flower. Attached is a photo of a flower he saw from his way to work. It brightens your day when he does this. You want to send the photo back, so you decide that today you'll explore your surroundings, take pictures, and make some bookmarks with your flowers you find. After a quick breakfast, shower, and a change of clothes, you are ready. Once you're outside, you take a deep breath. You can smell damp moss, flowers, and wet grass. It must have rained a little during the night. You take your smartphone out and start to hike. Your shoes sink in every time you take a step on the pine needle-covered ground. As you look around, the wind caresses the leaves above you, making their shadows dance on the ground. Soon you spot some small purple flowers growing nestled between the fallen tree trunks. You squat down and take a picture up close. You stare proudly at your photo. a dewdrop on one of the petals reflecting the sunlight, making the scene feel more magical. You stand up and send it to your dad, or at least you try to. You see your bad reception and give it another attempt, but it doesn't go through. You decide to send it once you have better connection in the cabin. Then you look at the flowers again. Upon further thought, they would be pretty decoration for a bookmark when dried. You carefully pick one and make your way back. After you put your bag away, you fold a sheet of paper around the flower and tuck it inside a book. You press the book shut and then stack several more books on top of it. That should make it flat and dried after a while. Then you remember to send the photo. Your dad just answers with nice. The second later he sends a photo back. You chuckle. You used to make them together when you were younger. This wooden toy. I miss you, Dad. You shake your head, a little embarrassed after those words escape your mouth. Somehow you can't bring yourself to send those words. You just write back nice. He misses you too, son. He misses you too. After a long bubble bath, you are ready to prepare your dinner. You cut your meat on a chopping board almost in a rhythmic fashion. After a while of only eating takeout, it feels good to cook for yourself again. Are you cooking? It looks good. Who are you? I came here alone. What is this hand doing on top of mine? You let go of the knife, too fast, and it clatters to the counter. You whip your head around. No one was there, but you had clearly heard a voice. Slowly, you move around the cabin, peeking into each corridor, but you found no sign of anyone else in the house. Still anxious, you go back to the kitchen. What we're gonna do? We start the stove and sear the meat in the pan. The fat glistens. The smell makes your mouth water. You almost forget the previous strange incident. Hungry and impatient, you grab a fork and tear into the meat. It's still a little rare and bloody. You enjoy the flavor and relax, feeling the stress from earlier leave your body. Putting the odd incident behind you, you were still able to find some enjoyment today. Day 3. The morning alarm almost gives you a heart attack. With a half-shut eyes, you search for your phone and hastily turn off the alarm. You sit up and massage your temples. It's been a while since you had a headache this bad. Sluggishly, you crawl out of your bed and make your way to the kitchen. Sick on vacation? That's the worst. You brew some tea in hopes that it will help and take it with you to the living room. You are feeling off because of all the hiking you did. Or was it the rare meat? Several hours later. Oh my goodness. Some shit has happened, I must say. You breathe heavily as you lean against the cold, white ceramic of the toilet. The last time you had to vomit, it was the last office party after securing a multi-million-dollar deal for the company. The constant flow of alcohol was the only thing making a loud music bearable, but the next morning you had the hangover from hell. You can't remember much else. I guess I'll check the kitchen for bad food. It's my only option. You know you brought the food just before your hike, but you can't help but suspect that something you ate might have gone bad. No, not the bread or anything else in the kitchen. It's all fresh. Was it really food poisoning? Could it be something suppressed stress from work finally resurfacing? Or was it too much sun after being holed up in an office for so long? You grab your phone and sit down on the couch. You decide to research some more with your phone and open your browser in order to look up your symptoms. Oh. What do I look up? You're not sure why you typed that. What? What am I supposed to type? Symptoms of... Wait. Why am I... Maybe you should call a doctor now. Okay. Just when you are about to type in a number, your hand seizes up. The phone falls onto the couch. Why did I type that? Why was I so questioning about what I'm typing? Like, it's weird, because you're supposed to ask Goggles about your symptoms, but you don't know why you're asking Goggles about your symptoms now? What was that? You hesitate. You drop your phone for a little muscle cramp. You had those before. Whatever bug you caught will probably pass by tomorrow morning. You get yourself some tea, a slice of toast, and rest for the day. No. Man, it's funny how we get sicker when we're working, and when we go on vacation, we're all fine. We're all fine. But this guy, he's genuine. He's genuinely sick on vacation, and that sucks. You slept through an entire day, but you still feel weak when you wake up. You drink some tea and wonder if you should eat something, but you decide it would probably be better to wait it out until tomorrow and give your stomach more time to rest. It would be a waste of food if you had to throw up again. You drag yourself to the fireplace and make a fire. You make yourself comfortable on the couch and watch the flames. They sway from left to right, and if you aren't careful, you could get lost in their hypnotic dance. You start to feel lonely. Even as you enjoy looking at the flames, you miss your mother's chicken soup that she cooked whenever you got sick. You snuggle even deeper into the blankets. Why did you have to get sick all alone, out of the woods? Your mind drifts off, and you look around the room in a daze. Is the room getting bigger? Maybe you just imagined it. It's alright. I'm here. You force yourself upright and seize the fireplace poker, brandishing it in front of you while you search for the source of the voice. You could have sworn it was right next to you, but there's no one else in the room. After what happened the other day, you checked as much. Of course, you're the only one here, right? Of course, you back into the corner, so at least you aren't ambushed from behind. Then you take out your phone and you try to call for help. No. An intense pain wells up in your head. You jolt in pain and let go of your phone. It hits the ground, bouncing once, then falls flat. You tremble as you kneel down to retrieve it. You sigh when you see that your phone is still intact. Relief, I hope. Okay, whatever just made its presence known seems like it doesn't want you to call for help. You don't care. Your thumb overs the dial pad. You're going to make that call. Oh, we're gonna call the police, I guess? What are they gonna do? That won't help. Even the ghost knows the police can't do anything about paranormal activity. You nearly throw your phone out of fear, but you stop yourself in time. You only feel a little pain. Tears roll down your cheeks. You hate this voice. It's swimming in your head. It's seizing up your hand. It's like it's controlling you. No. Now you sound delusional. What voice? What, you mean thinking, right? That's what everyone does. You're just fighting your own intuition, aren't you? You close your phone and just go to bed. You hope this ends soon. So, when other thoughts enter your mind, it is indeed a demonic entity. And if you are convinced you're that demonic entity, you are in fact letting it in. Day 6. When you open your eyes, you're not sure what you're looking at. Colors, patterns, Why can't you focus? It's like he's on a drug trip. Good morning. Oh, hi. How you doing? It's one of the guys from the Blue Man Group. Panic floods your body there. There at the foot of your bed grins a gallishly colored man. Who is he? How did he break in? You snatch a nearby pillow and throw it at the intruder, but it sails right through him. You stare in sheer disbelief. Are you a ghost? No. No, I'm a living being. We met in the lake. I was looking for a place to multiply. It's the Amobe! And you were just so warm and so nourishing. I couldn't resist. Oh, he got sick. He got so sick, he's dying. He's succumbing to death. And finally, you can see me. He leans forward. Hi. I'm an Amoeba. I think you humans call me Naglaria fowleri. Naglaria fowleri. So I'm starting to see things. I need help. Wait. Are you getting a doctor? Of course. So, you're trying to get rid of me? You feel an intense pain as your new wave sends you into the agony. A little possessive, are we? Mr. Sickness. How could you? We need to stay together. Don't you understand? Okay, wait. Please. Calm down. I won't do it. Good. The pain disappears. You feel even weaker than before. Exhausted, you lay back down on the bed. He's an Amoeba. He's in your head, and he's sprouted more and more of him to rot around in your brain. And the pain is killing you. Killing you. All this work just for this. All this work, I finally get one vacation, and it kills me. So wait, aren't I just going to die then? He doesn't answer immediately. Don't say it like that, Marlowe. Isn't it wonderful we get to spend time together? I don't know you. You have a hard time wrapping your head around the situation. But what do you know? What you know is that you're in bad shape. And this thing won't let you call for help. Did it have to be me? Wasn't there a better place for you? No, never. Well, of course it's rare for my kind to infect humans. But I see it as a sign, and you know what I saw when I got closer to your brain. Your wish to form a family, Marlowe. It's as strong as mine. He comes closer and puts his head on your stomach. This is where the baby will grow, right? I am a man. Last time I checked, I don't think man can have babies. But this is like an asexual creature, so it doesn't need any gender to multiply, I guess. He breathes in deeply. Is this how a fetus in the womb feels? Why would they ever leave their mother's body? It's so warm and comforting inside you, humans. A shuddering runs through your body. You want to hit him and push him away, even though you know your hands wouldn't phase through him. To make this new family arrangement easier for you, I'll even let you call me Niall. Like your unrequited love from your university days. He can dig into your memories? I can offer you everything you couldn't have, but always wanted. This sounds like a deal. A deal with something I don't want to make it. I don't. Why are you frowning? Not happy? You put on your poker face. Who would have thought that your days dealing with rude stakeholders would come in handy for something like this? No. It sounds good. Sold. He sold it. He sold his soul. Really? Good. Right. But suddenly, his smile fades. He stands up and looks at you with worry. You are getting weaker. And you were enjoying yourself so much, too. It made me smile. What was that drink you had? White wine? Yes. I wish I could drink that with you. It's something you humans do with each other, right? Well, I guess we'll have to take what we can. Hmm. Is there something we could do together? Oh, how about I sit with you at the dinner table? Is this him? Playing house with you? Uh, oh my goodness. This is where the options come in. I'm gonna make one of these saves right now. Aha, haha. Let's go back. Why should I play house with someone like you? Of course, my dear. I don't know. He's kind of gripping me by the throat here, so I'm gonna go along with it. You shove down all the disgust you feel as fear had pushed you to say this phrase. Niall blinks in surprise. Then he smiles at you in pure bliss. Oh God, now I'm all flustered. I didn't know you believed in a god. Let's go then. After you. Oh, I'm trying to make him fall in love with me. I didn't even know I was gay. I wanted a family. I didn't know I was gay, though. We're gonna adopt kids with the Amobe. You walk into the kitchen while Niall follows you. You can feel his gaze on you. Your hand reaches to the pantry, but Niall interrupts you. You can't just eat bread alone. What? Are you gonna feed it to me? What is this? You're already weak. How about something more filling? Oh, I see. I will also try to lessen the nausea, so please, for us. You clench your fist. That's rich coming from him. You turn on the fridge and take out some eggs. You're fine. If I make some scrambled eggs, right? Yeah, that sounds better. The pain and nausea have truly lessened. Seems like if you humor him, you can at least keep your head clear enough to think. You hear Niall hum as you crack open some eggs and turn on the stove. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you glance at him as the eggs sizzle. He sits on the chair in the dining table, swaying left and right, happily waiting for you to finish cooking. What is this madness? This peaceful scene unnerves you more than anything, but you play along for now. After you choke some bites down, he leans forward in excitement. It tastes better with some company, right? Uh, uh, oh, you're too sweet. You know? You're too kind to infect my body, ruin my life. I can't stop complimenting you. Well, absolutely. You're really sweet, too, I say. Flattery gets you nowhere. He continues to hum. I'm happy that there are at least some things we can do together. What else? Oh, is it possible for us to watch something together later? I saw a glimpse of what it was. What was it? Movie dates in your memory? Eh, my phone is a little small for us to watch something together. Oh, okay. I don't know. He's a ghost. He could probably just like put put his body inside yours, his head through your chest, and you could just look down and see through his head, and you'll both be watching it, right? With mixed feelings, you turn back to your plate, thankful he at least lets you eat in peace until you're finished. You clean up and begin to fidget, as you're not sure how Niall wants to continue the day. Suddenly, you get goosebumps and slump down. You heave a wave of nausea surging through you. Oh no. I thought I could give you more time. Um, he reaches for your arm, but it goes right through. I wish I could help you stand. After a few seconds, your nausea dissipates. How could you survive this situation? What should you do? Is there a way to be rid of him? Let's get back to the bed, all right? You both shuffle back to the bedroom. You lay down in bed, and Niall sits down beside you. He strokes your hair as you gradually fall asleep. Day 7. You hardly slept and still feel weak. Your neck is very stiff, and the weird colors appear again before your eyes. Oh, you're awake. Good morning, dear. Oh, you turn your head and see multiple Niles next to your bed. Are those our children? You suppress the urge to scream. Here, I want to show you what our children inside you look like. Yeah, I knew it. I called it out. There's even one that looks like you. Here. Danny puts a blob of a blue mass on your lap. That way it gurgles and cries, and it sounds desperately like a human baby. It coughs, and some blue spit runs down its cheek. Isn't it cute? Alright. We got 3 options this time. Oh my gosh, I wonder how many endings there are to this. No. Back. Right. Yes, but we need to clean up that spit, I say. Oh, right. He takes the baby back and wipes up the spittle. Good. Are they well? Yes. We're all really healthy. Wonderful. Just great. Come, get your breakfast once you're ready. You seem even weaker today, so I'll stay silent while you sleep a bit more, alright? You nod and lay down. After a few hours, you reluctantly sit back up. Your grumbling stomach won't shut up. While you walk into the kitchen, you assess your situation and try to think of a plan. Niall won't let you call the doctor, nor other help. He loves acting like a husband to you. If you humor him, he will try to lessen the effects of the infection. But if he stays, you will certainly die. You arrive in the kitchen, and Niall shows himself. So, you have enough strength to eat now, great. How do I get out of this? Is there a way to somehow use his fixation on family against him? A slight headache interrupts your thoughts. What were you thinking so hard about? Well, if you can read my thoughts so damn good, why don't you figure it out, Niall? It's like something is moving around inside your head. What are you doing? I just want to know what you're thinking. You try your hardest to think of something positive about Niall. You can't risk him seeing what you truly think. If only you didn't exist. A lovely day to spend with my Niall. Oh yeah, we're going to think about the positives in this situation. Let's go to page 2 and continue. A lovely day indeed. Oh, you charmer. He sounds absolutely delighted. Your headache disappears, and you sigh in relief. I think somewhere in your memory is said a little caffeine helps when you have a headache. Yeah, coffee sounds great right now. Amazing. Niall, can you make it? No, you can't, can you? So you can't be my husband if you can't make me some damn coffee, huh? You put a kettle on and shake some instant coffee into your mug. Then, You take a yogurt cup from the fridge and get a spoon. Niall's eyes glimmered with excitement, as if he expects you to do some magic tricks. Is yogurt good? Yeah, it's sweet and cold, refreshing. After a while, you start to play with your spoon. Maybe it's better if you only eat a bit. You don't want to upset your stomach. Come on, eat a little more. We have more mouths to feed after all. The reminder makes you drop your spoon. What's wrong? Him. Everything about him. And what he does to you? You stare at him with wide open eyes. You bite down hard on your lips and hold yourself back from giving him a piece of your mind. Are you angry? No, no. I know you're just worried. Well, we both want you to be healthy, right? See, this is poor communication. If you can't tell your partner you're angry about something, then, I mean, I guess you're just supposed to feel however they want you to feel in order to get out of the situation, I guess. So, I'm allowed to be worried about you, right? Sure. This is a nightmare. When the water is ready, you pour some into your mug. After adding some milk, you mix the coffee and drink it. Do you feel a little better? Yes. There's a palpable tension between you two. Niall makes his first move, putting his hand on yours. Here, this might cheer you up. You see blue shapes glow and dance in the space between your hands. Do you like it? You slowly nod. Oddly, this beautiful dance of colors comforts you. It pains you that he seems to care despite being the cause of your suffering. Do you want to spend some time together in the living room? Maybe watch a fire in the fireplace? Like I was doing by myself just fine without you? Wait a minute. Did I say something? Oh, I don't say anything. There's nothing to say. Maybe sleep will help. I hope we can do something together tomorrow, Marlowe. Now, let's go. He walks beside you as you go back to your bedroom. Tomorrow, you have to get it together, no matter what it takes. Day 9. You wake up in your weakest state yet. Your skull feels full and ready to burst, your heavy limbs struggling to move on command. Your breathing is dry and ragged, and you're attacking by shivers from a sweltering fever. You don't have much time left. You still yourself and decide that you have to push through no matter how upset he gets. So you have to at least try. In your dizzy state, you look up, and there he is. Good morning. You wish dearly that he would just leave your body. He acts like a husband and wants to be a father. What a disgusting display of this fake family. Wait. A father? Niall, I have a question. Yes. He strokes your hair as he speaks. How you wish you could smack his hand away. Why, do you want to be a father? Well, I sort of already am, right? I believe I am pretty good at it. Now we have to compliment him. Hold on. We have to compliment how good he is at being a father to our children. We never want it with him. Great, so lovely. I doubt you actually know what a great father is, Niall. Yes, you are a wonderful father, Niall. Thank you, Marlowe. I'm glad you think so too. We are a wonderful family, huh? He gives you a kiss on your forehead, but no lips touch your skin. It's only a tingling flare of heat. He is just an imaginary husband, after all. You really haven't moved much. Are you too weak to stand up today? Is it even too hard to talk now? How about I dig deeper and see for myself? You feel something pushing and pulling inside your head. Show your memory of a relative who was struggling before death. Maybe Niall will show you mercy. You are just exhausted at this point. Marlowe, are you this tired? You nod. I beg you, make the pain stop. Niall looks over you with worry, pacing around the room, chewing a fingernail. How about... He puts a hand on your forehead. Does this make you feel better? No. What are you trying to do? I saw a glimpse of your memory once, of when you were a little. I believe your mother did this for you when you were sick as well. Haha, silly you. I had a fever then, not an not an infection and stuff, you know. Guilt flashes across his face, but he shakes his head, and affection returns to his gaze. I will think of a way. For now, sleep, my dear. A way to what? Remove yourself? Great, thanks. With the last of your energy spent, you drift off into a deep slumber. As Noel eats away at your body. Your breathing is shallow as you wake up in your bed. Patterns dance in front of your eyes, and you hear Niall humming. You know he's not real, but you still feel his warmth next to you. Is it comforting? Are you scared? It doesn't matter anymore. All you know is that you're experiencing him. Hope is gone from your mind. You can't tell illusions from reality anymore. You turn his head towards Niall and try to focus your eyes on him. Oh, I love the voice acting. He reaches out to you and caresses your hair.
You must have turned and tossed around a lot in your sleep.
Hold on a second. Okay, let's see if we can hear it better. Like this.
Oh, how beautiful.
He reaches out.
Turned and tossed around a lot in your sleep.
I definitely have, Niall.
Cheeks are like a veil on you.
Thanks, man.
Maybe this is the only way we can marry.
I was a woman! Look at me. Assuming I was a man.
I know we don't have a lot of time. I feel you getting weaker by the second. But don't worry. I am with you. Until death do us part.
You feel him wrap you in his embrace. You never imagined that death would feel so warm. You slowly close your eyes as you hear Niall humming the wedding march. And that was Parasite in Love, which was an extremely well-written game, must I say. It was absolutely beautiful from the beginning to the end, and now we're gonna get some different options. Let's load the game back up. Go back to the beginning. Well, not back to the beginning, but back to here where we can choose and ask him why we should play house with him. What? Why do you have to be so rude about it? He comes closer and sits on the bed. Slowly, he caresses your face. Do we already have to talk about how we should communicate? Your throat closes. Oh, I was talking about communication earlier and how I couldn't communicate how angry I was that you were here. And now we want to communicate about this. My presence seems to have this effect on you. Yeah, no. How about we stay calm, alright? You nod, your throat opens up, and you immediately cough and gasp for air. It's alright. It's alright. Now, let's go to the dining table, alright? You need your breakfast after all. You wake up, you walk to the kitchen. While Niall follows you, you can feel his gaze on you. Your hand reaches for the pantry, but Niall interrupts you. You can't just eat bread alone. You're already weak. How about something more filling? You're fine if I make some scrambled eggs, right? Yeah, that sounds better. The pain and nausea truly lessen. You hear Niall hum as you crack open some eggs and turn on the stove. It's taking me into a whole new direction. Curiosity gets the better of you and you glance at him as he sizzles the eggs. He sits on the chair in the dining table, swaying left to right, happily waiting for you to finish cooking. Will I even get an option? What is this madness? This peaceful scene unnerves you more than anything, but you play along for now. After you choke some bites down, he leans forward in excitement. It tastes better with some company, right? I guess. Wow, everything changes. One thing. All you have to do is say one thing, and everything changes. This is a great game. Oh my gosh, I am so glad I played this today. Let's see. Hold on, we're gonna have to save this. Here we go. I guess so. I guess you're still tired. Yeah. Well, was I not enthusiastic enough for you? I'm a little sad you're not as excited as I am. Yeah, exactly. I'm not jumping for joy to hang out with this guy. Wow. Who knew? Sorry. Maybe I should just be more patient until you get used to all this. Then he lets you eat in peace until you're finished. You clean up and begin to fidget, as you're not sure how Niall wants to continue the day. Oh, so now we have to think about what he feels. We have to think about how he feels to control our lives. Great. Love this relationship. Very toxic. Suddenly, you get goosebumps and slump down. You heave a wave of nausea surging through you. Oh no. I thought I could give you more time. He reaches for your arm, but it goes right through. I wish I could help you stand. After a few seconds, your nausea dissipates. How can you survive? What should you do? Is there a way to be rid of him? Let's go back to bed. You both shuffle back to the bedroom. And he strokes your hair as you gradually fall asleep. Day 7. You hardly slept and you still feel weak. Your neck is very stiff and the weird colors appear again before your eyes. Oh, you're awake. Good morning, dear. These are the children. Yay! You suppress the urge to scream. Yes. That looks like me? I'm sorry, I look better than that. And we're gonna tell him he's a crappy father, too. Well, uh, no. Well, it's absolutely precious. You try to hug it, but you can't touch it. You are desperate to make him happy. I'm glad you like it. It's our family, after all. He takes the baby back. Come, get breakfast once you're done. You ready? You seem weaker today, so I'll stay silent while you sleep a bit more, alright? You nod and lay down. After a few hours, you reluctantly sit up. Your grumbling stomach won't shut up. While you walk into the kitchen, you assess the situation and try to think of a plan. I'm not allowed to get help, as my loving husband commands me not to. So you have enough strength to eat now, great. How do I get out of this? Oh, now we're gonna tell him. Oh boy, here we go. Man, no offense, but if only you didn't exist or something. You're really cruel. It hurts, Marlo. It hurts that you think of me this way. I'm really trying here. I think I need some space. Then he disappears. I mean, he did infect you, but that's kind of his thing. You don't love it, you told him, and he wants some space, that's fair. He was trying to take care of you, I guess. Anxious about the way he left you. You eat something and drink some tea. At least the nausea hasn't set in again. Should you run out of the house? Yes. Could you chance the woods and find somebody to help? You hurry towards the front door. Where are you going? Of course he's still there. Maybe you would like to take a walk with me? Marlo, you're weak? What are you gonna do if you collapse outside?
No.
Go to bed. Now. I can still walk around at least. You know, some fresh air might help a little bit. Marlo, a wave of pain spreads through your head. I'm begging you, for your own sake. Your head pounds and forces you to your knees. Good. The pain stops. As a tear rolls down your cheek, you go back to bed. You pray that tomorrow you will find the strength to defy him. Tomorrow we're going to tell him he's a shitty father. That's how we're going to defy him, because I don't see a way out. There has to be a good ending where you get out, though. I want to find that. You wake up in the weakest state yet. Your skull feels full and ready to burst. Your heavy limbs struggle to move on command. Your breathing is dry and ragged, and you're attacked by shivers from sweltering fever. You don't have much time left. You still yourself and decide that you have to push through no matter how upset he gets. You have to at least try. In your dizzy state, you look up and there he is. Good morning. You wish dearly that he would just leave your body. He acts like a husband and wants to be a father. What a disgusting display of this fake family. Wait. A father. I have a question. Alright. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. I doubt you actually know what a great father is, Niall, because apparently you never had one. What? Well, at least not in the human sense, I mean. How could you have learned if you had no one to teach you? Then tell me. Children take priority. You think I don't know that? How many of your decisions are for your own survival? How much of this is really for the survival of our children? He is getting insecure now. You haven't really moved much. Are you too weak to stand up today? Oh, so now we're changing the subject, huh? Now we're changing the subject, Niall. Well, we'll see about that. Is it hard to talk now because you don't want to hear me telling you the truth? How about I dig deeper and see for myself? You feel something pushing and pulling inside your head. Show your memory of your dad. Show him what a great example he is. This has to sway Niall's mind. You remember your father and his big calloused hands. You stood next to him, barely reaching his waist, as you both worked on a wooden toy. He looked away for a second, and you took the chance to use the grinding machine. After all, your father always looked so cool when he used it. Just in time, he pulled you away, injuring his own hand, but he just smiled inside. Oh, my little cheeky angel. Don't ever do that again, alright? You're so cruel, Marlo. If I was human, I could be the husband you want, the father for your children, but there's no way for me to follow his example. I can't even help you stand up. I'm just a small organism. He looks completely broken, sitting on the ground like a little lost child. It's not just about strength, Niall. It's his compassion. The will to put his own children first, no matter what happens to himself. And I know what we can do for our children. Really? Yes. We don't have to welcome death so early, Niall. What? How? If you stay inside me, I will die with you. I don't mind if it's with you. You bite down on your lips. Just continue. You got him where you want him. He's listening. But we're also murdering our children this way, Niall. Is that what a father does? Niall looks away. But what else are we supposed to do? Go back to the lake. You and our children can survive there. Hope sparkles in Niall's eyes. But that hope quickly gives way to sadness, darkening his face. But what about you? We would have to be separated for some time, but that gives me time to recover. Then I can come back, and we can have more time together again. But that means you have to walk there and swim in the lake. You could drown. That's what I can do. That's what I can do as a... You really don't want to say the next word. Mother. A small sacrifice for our children. Tears form in Niall's eyes as he hugs you. The break of a cold sweat in place of his phantom touch. I'm scared, Marlo. What if I survive and you don't? Then take care of the children for me, okay? Then I only realize now, that you truly love us. Thank you. Sleep for now. While you sleep, I will try to lessen the symptoms and give you time to gather your strength for tomorrow. Finally, he agreed, like you expected. You just hope your body can keep up tomorrow. You cling to the hopes as you fall asleep. Now listen to me. You take a deep breath as you open your eyes. Niall stands up in the corner, looking worried. I can breathe. Oh, we got her. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we gotta let this person speak. You can lessen the pain. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, let's go back.
I can breathe a lot better today.
You convinced me that we should try the lake, so the least I can do is lessen the pain. But your body is still in bad shape. You will still see hallucinations, Marla. Are you sure you want to do this?
You nod.
This is the only way for us, Niall.
Niall comes closer and caresses your face.
I wish I could carry you to the lake at least. But this is all I can do.
All I can do is let the infection spread throughout the lake and then throughout the world, as people swim in it continuously.
Trying to lessen the effect and wishing for the best.
You swallow back the insults you want to throw at him. At your murderer in front of you.
Believe in us, Niall.
You bite your lips before you continue.
Believe in our love.
You choke down the bitter aftertaste those words leave in your mouth.
Yes, my love. I will.
She has the upper hand now. You drag your weakened body to the bathroom to wash your face and change your clothes. Then you enter the kitchen. After you force all of one bite of toast down your throat, you are ready to go out. Just days ago, you were so happy to hear the birds chirping here. But now you have to try your best to not turn this into the last hike of your life. Although the colors are less aggressive than they've been for the past few days, you can still see patterns dancing in front of your eyes. The forest is changing in shape, and sometimes the sounds are piercing to your ears, but you force yourself to ignore it all and just focus on walking.
You are so brave, Marlo.
You suppress the urge to make snide remarks.
I am just doing what I think is needed.
I know, but still. You could drown.
Funny how he reminds you of that when he is already killing you just with his presence.
Niall, try to think positively. I am well aware of the risks, but this is the only way.
The only way for me to survive. Yes.
For me too, Niall.
But only because he won't let you call the ambulance.
Something positive to talk about. How about our family?
Our family is so positive.
I will keep multiplying even there, Marlo. I will multiply and create our children this way. I will take care of them so we can all enter your body once you come back.
Oh, that sounds miserable. Please don't do that.
It will be the family we both wanted. And with even more time to spend with each other. Like you said, we don't have to welcome death so early. But I am still worried. It is so rare that my kind infects you humans. So even when you come back...
Don't worry. Just believe in our love. It is truly a special one. It will overcome the odds.
Right.
You will never return to this place, though. But Niall cannot know this. Were he to sense your deceit, he would unbury the truth in your mind.
There we are.
You reach for the nearest tree and lean against it. You have arrived at the lake where you got infected. To think you could come back here in order to survive.
Careful, dear.
You take off your clothes and enter the water. Oh. A and D, huh? You burn your wish to move into your limbs, but they only respond in small movements. Panic takes a hold as you try not to sink. You hear Niall faintly through the water.
Marlo! Marlo, please! Stay with me!
She drowned, didn't she?
This is far enough. I can go from here.
As you try to stabilize yourself, you feel your body rapidly changing in temperature. You scream in agony as your nerves bear burning fever. Wait, and icy chills before you hack up the water you swallowed. After several excruciating moments, you can feel heat across your entire body. In a haze, you see tiny blue patterns leave your skin and disperse into the water. Seeing those tiny amobas leave your body fills you with joy. Finally, you are free of him. But then a small spot in your hand doesn't move for a few moments. You freeze and pray he hasn't heard your thoughts.
Please come back to me, Marlo.
He hasn't discovered your plans. At last, you give a genuine smile.
I will.
Please. If not for me, then for our children.
Of course.
I love you, Marlo. I always will.
Me too.
He whimpers, and in a broken voice says his last words.
Goodbye, Marlo.
Well, this infection really did love you.
Goodbye, Niall.
The blue color fades and the heat along with it. You gather all your strength again and swim to the lakeside. You can't help but move away as fast as possible out of the fear it might reinfect you. As soon as you touch the earth, you crawl out and cry. You scream out all of your fear and pain you had to endure. Tears fall and you can't stop yourself from falling apart. Crying out his name. You can't even form the insults you wanted to scream. You are so emptied, so utterly spent, that your infection-ravished body, acting on sheer willpower alone, is on the verge of collapse. Then a sense of relief washes over you. He is finally gone. Finally, you can return home. Well, we survived at least. So we got the good ending. Alright. Let's load back in. Because I'm going to die. Hold on. This is going to be easy. Hold on. We have to go through this option real quick. And then... There we go. Yep. There we go. Wait, what? Wait. Wait. Hold on. I beg you. I beg for the pain to stop. Niall looks over you with worry, pacing around the room, chewing a fingernail. How about he puts a hand on your forehead? Does this make you feel better? No, what are you trying to do? I saw a glimpse of your memory once of when you were little. I believe your mother did this for you when you were sick. Silly you, I had a fever, not an infection. I will think of a way. For now, sleep. Day 10. Can't tell. Head toward...
Oh, how beautiful.
He reaches out to you and caresses your hair.
You must have turned and tossed around a lot in your sleep. The bed sheets. Maybe this is the only... I know we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, well... That didn't give what I wanted. So if we give in... I think that's when I gave in all the way. He infected me and killed me. Anyway, we couldn't convince him to go outside, so if you argue a little bit, then he's like, oh, wait a minute. You actually care about what's happening to you right now? Maybe I like you then. Alright. You nearly throw your phone out of fear, but you stop yourself in time. You hate this voice. It's swimming in your head. It's seizing your hand. It's like it's controlling you. It's sound delusional, of course. When people hear voices in their head, they sound delusional. Of course, my dear. You're absolutely sweet, too. No. I don't like this child. No. What? Don't call this a baby. You don't have to look like it at it. It's a vermin. You turn around and hide inside your blankets. Wait, what? You don't have to look at it like it's vermin. Leave me alone, I beg you. At least for a bit. Okay. Just go eat somewhere. Just go eat something later, okay? And then silence. After a few hours, you reluctantly sit up. Your grumbling stomach won't shut up. Then you walk to the kitchen. You assess your situation. You could never be a good father. You're just an Amobe. You just multiply and copy yourself. You don't care about children. What are you talking about? Your head hurts and you don't care at this point. As if you know. Oh, I do know. Question is, how to show it to him. You haven't really moved much. Are you too weak to stand up today? Is it even hard to talk to me now? How about I dig deeper and see for myself? You feel something pushing and pulling inside your head. Show your memory of a relative. Yes, we're struggling before death. Marlo, are you this tired? You nod. I beg you make the pain stop.
Oh, how beautiful. You must have turned and the bedsheet. Maybe this is the only way we can marry.
Yeah, there's only like 2 endings.
I know we don't have a lot of time. I feel you getting weaker by the second. But don't worry. I am with you. Until death do us part.
There's 2 endings. No, there has to be a 3rd ending where you die in the lake. I'm gonna get back to the point where I have to make the decision to actually like load this one. Bad quick save. Bad quick save. What? What did I do? Hold on a second. How did I get to the point where we actually get... Hold on, I have to pick every option the same. Now, this is what happens when you don't save. It's alright, I'm here. Oh, this is different, is it? You forced yourself upright and seized the yes, no. Okay, no. I'm not gonna do anything about this. Not even gonna press an A or D. None of it. No. You can't make me survive. I don't want to. You come too weak. Your body no longer listens, too ravaged by the infection. Gravity takes over, dragging you down into the lake. Marlo, please. You gasp for air and water rushes into your lungs. The smile of your mother comes to your mind. How you wish you could be next to her and be in her comfort one last time. Low. Your throat spasms in pain. Your lungs burn, and your mouth opens to scream, only to be drowned out by the unrelenting water. How long will it take for your coworkers to worry about your absence? How long until they start looking for your body?
Always.
The pain now is so intense it stabs into you like a dozen knives. You'll never be able to embrace the family you had always wanted. You gasp in futile attempt for air. Again and again, your thoughts begin to drift as your vision fades. You regret that you did not spend more time with your mother. You regret that you could never make any wooden toys with your father again. You regret not going on that trip with your friends. But more than anything, you wish you could have been given more time. Now nothing but regrets are left. Beautiful imagery. Absolutely stunning. And that, my friends, was a very powerful message about love. A very powerful, well-written message about what it's like to truly love in a family, I guess. Though, you know, people are difficult. They're complicated. They love in different ways. It's always good though when you can find someone that matches your vibe. Because maybe if they stay with you and they truly love you. Alright, well, that was Parasite in Love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.